The rise of Squid Game, the challenge. Netflix's Squid Game, the challenge has taken the world by storm, capturing the imagination of millions of viewers across the globe. Following the unprecedented success of the original Squid Game series, Netflix's ambitious reality spin-off promised a mix of high-stakes competition and the iconic aesthetic that made the original series a cultural phenomenon. Yet, behind the glitz and the viral marketing, a storm has been quietly brewing among the show's producers and participants. The concept of the challenge was simple yet gripping. Contestants from diverse backgrounds compete in intense physical and psychological games, mirroring the deadly contests seen in the scripted series, but, of course, with safety measures firmly in place. The promise of a life-changing prize, along with global recognition, drew attention from thousands of applicants. Audiences around the world were eager to see how the drama and tension of a fictional narrative could translate into a reality show format. Netflix's marketing campaign for the show was nothing short of extraordinary. Teasers were released on multiple social media platforms, highlighting contestants in tension-filled challenges, the eerie architecture of the game arenas, and the dramatic music that had become synonymous with Squid Game. Interviews with participants, who described their excitement and anxiety in equal measure, were posted online, further fueling anticipation. The internet buzzed with theories and predictions: who would win? Which alliances would form? And most importantly, would anyone truly be ready for the psychological pressure these challenges imposed? As filming progressed, insiders began to report that the production was far more intense than anyone expected. The producers, who were initially hailed as visionaries for translating a wildly popular fictional series into a reality competition, were facing unforeseen challenges. Contestants were under extreme pressure, both physically and emotionally, and the lines between game and reality began to blur in subtle but meaningful ways. Confidential sources suggest that disagreements among producers over the show's direction intensified behind closed doors, sparking tension that would later explode publicly. The buzz surrounding the series reached a fever pitch when the first trailer dropped. Millions of viewers watched in anticipation as contestants navigated surreal, high-stakes games that combined ingenuity, strategy, and nerve. The excitement was palpable, but so too were the whispers of controversy. Reports began to emerge hinting at production tensions, with claims that creative disagreements could have long-term consequences for the careers of those involved. These murmurs remained largely speculative, until a bombshell statement from one of the show's top producers brought everything into the spotlight. In a rare and candid interview with a leading entertainment outlet, the producer admitted that internal conflicts over the show's creative direction and management could destroy both our careers. The statement sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, as it suggested that the stakes were higher than anyone had realized, not just for the contestants, but for the production team themselves. The producer's remarks hinted at tensions over how much risk to impose on contestants, how to handle sensitive psychological aspects, and how to balance entertainment value with ethical responsibility. Fans and critics alike reacted swiftly. Social media exploded with speculation, debate, and even outrage. Some applauded the producer's honesty, viewing it as a rare glimpse behind the curtain of a global television phenomenon. Others criticized the production, questioning whether the series had crossed ethical boundaries in pursuit of ratings. The entertainment press dissected every word, drawing connections to past reality shows where conflicts between producers and contestants led to scandals, lawsuits, and career-damaging publicity. As the story unfolded, it became clear that the producer's bombshell statement was more than just a dramatic quote. It represented a turning point in the public narrative surrounding Squid Game, the challenge. It was a reminder that even the most polished and carefully marketed productions are vulnerable to human error, misjudgment, and interpersonal conflict. The tension between creativity and responsibility, risk and reward, had never been more evident. While the controversy dominated headlines, viewers were still captivated by the show itself. Ratings soared, and the series became a global talking point, sparking memes, discussion threads, and fan theories. Yet, behind the scenes, producers were navigating a complex web of challenges that tested their relationships, judgment, and professional reputation. Ethical dilemmas, creative disputes, and the pressure of public scrutiny created a volatile environment where any misstep could have serious consequences. The impact of the producer's statement extended beyond the show. Industry insiders began examining how reality competitions, especially those adapted from fictional works, must carefully manage both participants' safety and public perception. Squid Game, the challenge became a case study in how high-profile productions navigate the delicate balance between entertainment and ethical responsibility. The drama off-screen was almost as compelling as the drama on-screen, providing an unintentional but fascinating subplot to the series' global success. As we delve deeper into the unfolding story in Chapter 2, the focus will shift to the contestants themselves, their experiences, challenges, and perspectives on the controversy. How did the production tensions affect them? What was it like to participate in a show under such intense scrutiny? And how did the producer's bombshell statement reverberate through the competition itself? These questions form the next layer of the story, revealing the human impact behind a global entertainment phenomenon. Inside the game, contestants speak out. While the producer's dramatic revelation made headlines, the true heart of Squid Game, the challenge lies in its contestants. These are ordinary people, drawn from all corners of the globe, who volunteered to test their physical endurance, strategic thinking, and emotional resilience in a game unlike any other. Behind the flashy sets and cinematic lighting, the contestants faced challenges that were both exhilarating and, at times, psychologically taxing. Contestants described the experience as life-changing and intense beyond imagination. Each participant brought their own background and skills to the competition. Some were athletes, some strategists, and others simply adventurers looking for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Despite their differences, a shared sense of anticipation and anxiety permeated the group as they navigated the first few rounds of games. The initial challenges were designed to test trust and collaboration, forcing participants to form alliances even as the competitive stakes loomed large. For many, the physical challenges were daunting but manageable. Participants recounted hours of preparation, early mornings, and rigorous practice sessions designed to build strength and stamina. However, the psychological aspects of the games proved far more complicated. Contestants were not just competing against one another, they were navigating uncertainty, social dynamics, and ethical dilemmas carefully crafted by the production team. These pressures were amplified by the knowledge that millions of viewers were watching their every move, analyzing their strategies and behavior in real time. One contestant, speaking under anonymity due to contractual obligations, revealed that the emotional toll of the competition was far greater than expected. "It's one thing to play games for fun," they said, "but when there's a massive prize and millions of eyes on you, every decision feels monumental. You question yourself constantly, your alliances, your morals, your ability to keep going." This statement underscored the delicate balance that producers were trying to maintain between entertainment and participant well-being. The producer's bombshell comment about potentially career-damaging conflicts was echoed in subtle ways by the contestants themselves. Some mentioned that disagreements among the production team had tangible effects on the gameplay. Rules changed unexpectedly, challenges were altered last minute, and communication from producers occasionally seemed inconsistent. For a reality show built on tension and unpredictability, these shifts heightened the stress levels of participants, forcing them to adapt quickly or face elimination. Yet, despite the hurdles, many contestants spoke of moments of camaraderie and triumph. Alliances were forged in unexpected ways, rivalries developed, and friendships emerged under extreme conditions. Some contestants shared stories of helping one another through physically grueling games, offering encouragement, or strategizing together to overcome obstacles. These human moments added a layer of depth to the series, reminding viewers that reality competitions are not just about winning, they're about resilience, empathy, and connection under pressure. However, not every story was positive. Several participants revealed that the pressure sometimes led to tension, conflict, or emotional breakdowns. Behind the cameras, some contestants struggled with panic, exhaustion, or self-doubt. Production staff were trained to intervene when necessary, but the line between creating compelling television and ensuring participants' safety proved difficult to maintain. The producer's statement about potential career fallout may well have been informed by these real-life pressures and incidents. Ethical concerns also arose regarding how the show presented high-stakes scenarios to viewers. While the challenges were entirely safe, the dramatization, combined with editing techniques and suspenseful music, sometimes made the stakes feel more dangerous than they actually were. Critics argued that this approach could mislead audiences or exploit contestant vulnerability for entertainment purposes. Supporters countered that suspense and storytelling are intrinsic to reality television and that participants voluntarily agreed to the rules. Regardless of perspective, the debate highlighted the intricate balance producers must strike in creating engaging content without compromising ethics or credibility. Social media amplified every aspect of the contestant experience. Clips of dramatic moments, alliances forming or breaking, and tense eliminations went viral almost immediately. Fans dissected every decision, debated strategy, and speculated about future outcomes. Contestants often found themselves at the center of online scrutiny, receiving both praise and criticism from global audiences. While this attention boosted the show's visibility, it also added a new layer of pressure, as contestants navigated the dual challenge of performing for the cameras while managing public perception. As the games progressed, the psychological toll became increasingly evident. Some participants admitted that they had moments of doubt and fear, wondering whether they could continue. Others expressed exhilaration at surviving difficult challenges or executing strategic maneuvers successfully. The series' ability to evoke intense emotion in both participants and viewers contributed to its global popularity, but it also underscored the complexity of producing such a show responsibly. Experts in reality television production have weighed in on the controversy surrounding Squid Game, the challenge. Many noted that high-pressure competitions inherently carry risk, particularly when adapted from fictional narratives known for extreme stakes. These experts emphasized the importance of clear communication, mental health support, and transparent rules to protect both participants and producers. The producer's warning about potential career consequences aligns with these concerns, reflecting the high stakes involved in managing a globally prominent reality series. The chapter also revealed an important truth. While the audience sees polished drama and intense competition, the reality behind the cameras is far messier. Producers, contestants, and staff must navigate unexpected challenges, interpersonal dynamics, and ethical considerations constantly. Every decision, from editing choices to the design of a new challenge, carries weight. Missteps can have lasting consequences, affecting public perception, personal reputations, and even the future of careers in the industry. In conclusion, Chapter 2 paints a nuanced picture of the contestant experience in Squid Game, the challenge. It reveals the extraordinary pressures, triumphs, and conflicts that underpin the series, while also contextualizing the producer's bombshell comments about the potential to destroy both our careers. The human element, the real people navigating a highly orchestrated, high-stakes competition, is what makes the series compelling, controversial, and globally discussed. In Chapter 3, we will explore the behind-the-scenes conflicts among the producers, dissecting the disagreements, creative tensions, and management decisions that led to the explosive public statement. This will provide insight into how the high-pressure environment not only affected contestants but also tested the resilience and judgment of the production team. Public response and the fallout. As Squid Game, the challenge captured global attention, the producer's bombshell statement reverberated far beyond the confines of the studio. Fans, critics, and industry insiders all weighed in on the unfolding drama, creating a complex narrative that intertwined the show's content with the controversies behind it. The public response revealed not only the passion of viewers but also the heightened stakes facing both the production team and participants. Social media played a pivotal role in amplifying the controversy. Platforms such as Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok were flooded with reactions immediately after the producer's interview. Clips of tense game moments, behind-the-scenes speculation, and excerpts of the statement circulated widely, generating hashtags that trended globally within hours. Some viewers expressed concern over the ethical implications of the show, questioning whether the producers had prioritized entertainment over the well-being of contestants. Others focused on the drama itself, treating the revelation as another layer of suspense akin to the games portrayed on screen. Memes and fan theories emerged almost instantly. Audiences dissected every word of the statement, speculating about the internal dynamics of the production team and predicting potential consequences. The intensity of fan engagement reflected the unique combination of reality competition and cultural phenomenon that Squid Game, the challenge, had become. For many, the off-camera drama became nearly as compelling as the games themselves, offering a glimpse into the pressures faced by those who bring such ambitious projects to life. Critical response was equally multifaceted. Entertainment journalists analyzed the producers' comments alongside the show's content, highlighting the ethical, logistical, and creative challenges inherent in producing a high-stakes reality series. Some praised the transparency, noting that the admission of potential career risk demonstrated accountability and honesty in a notoriously competitive industry. Others criticized the producers, suggesting that the conflicts could indicate deeper mismanagement or ethical lapses. In both cases, the coverage fueled public debate and heightened the visibility of the series. Industry experts weighed in as well, contextualizing the situation within the broader landscape of reality television. They emphasized that high-profile shows often involve intense pressures, creative disagreements, and ethical dilemmas, but few productions operate at the global scale and psychological intensity of Squid Game, the challenge. The consensus was that the producer's warning was a realistic acknowledgement of the stakes involved, reflecting both the personal and professional risks associated with managing a groundbreaking, widely viewed reality series. Viewers were also intrigued by the intersection of fiction and reality. The original Squid Game series was known for its high-stakes narrative, blending suspense, strategy, and drama in a fictional context. The reality spin-off introduced a new dimension, real people experiencing tension, pressure, and emotional strain in a controlled environment. This blurring of lines between fiction and reality heightened audience engagement, but it also raised questions about the ethical responsibilities of producers. The public response reflected this tension. Fascination with the games and contestants coexisted with concern about behind-the-scenes conflicts and potential risks. As the show aired, the consequences of the producer conflicts became increasingly visible. Some former contestants spoke publicly about their experiences, providing candid accounts of the pressures they faced and the ways in which production decisions affected gameplay. While many praised the opportunity and acknowledged the support provided by the production team, others highlighted moments of miscommunication, unexpected rule changes, and emotional strain. These accounts were amplified by social media, adding depth to the public understanding of the series and reinforcing the producer's earlier warning about career risks. Critics also analyzed the potential long-term impact on the careers of those involved. Producers, already in the global spotlight due to the popularity of the show, faced scrutiny over their decision-making, management of participants, and handling of public relations. While the series was a commercial success, the intense public attention and criticism created a precarious environment for reputational risk. Media outlets speculated that future opportunities for these producers could be influenced by how they navigated the controversy, echoing the statement that their careers could be at stake. Contestants, too, faced career implications. Many participants gained international recognition, leveraging their visibility to secure social media followings, sponsorships, or opportunities in entertainment. However, the scrutiny also brought challenges, criticism, online harassment, and heightened expectations. For some, participation in the series was a career-defining moment. For others, it posed complex risks to personal and professional reputation. The duality of exposure, both opportunity and pressure, underscored the broader theme of the series and the surrounding controversy. The broader entertainment industry also took notice. Industry analysts debated how Squid Game, the challenge, might influence future reality productions, particularly those adapted from scripted content. The series demonstrated both the potential for global success and the inherent risks of blending high-stakes competition with intense psychological and physical demands. Producers of other shows could draw lessons about transparency, ethical considerations, and crisis management, highlighting the impact of the controversy beyond the immediate cast and crew. Public opinion remained divided. Some viewers celebrated the transparency and intensity of the series, praising the producers for creating a compelling, boundary-pushing reality show. Others criticized the ethical dimensions, questioning whether the pursuit of entertainment justified the psychological and emotional stress imposed on participants. The ongoing discussion reflected broader societal debates about media ethics, responsibility, and the treatment of participants in reality television. Ultimately, the fallout from the producer's bombshell statement added a new layer to the narrative of Squid Game, the challenge. It transformed the series from a simple reality competition into a case study in creative ambition, ethical complexity, and professional risk. The global attention, social media discourse, and critical analysis created a feedback loop, amplifying both the success and controversy of the show. In conclusion, Chapter 4 emphasizes the profound impact of public response and critical scrutiny on the trajectory of Squid Game, the challenge. The producer's warning about potential career consequences proved prescient, reflecting the intricate interplay of creative pressure, ethical responsibility, and public perception. For viewers, the series offered excitement, suspense, and drama. For producers and contestants, it represented an intense, career-defining experience that tested their resilience, judgment, and professionalism. Behind the scenes, the producer conflicts. While the contestants were navigating intense physical and psychological challenges, another drama was unfolding off-camera, one that threatened to overshadow the show itself. The bombshell statement from one of the producers, warning that the situation could destroy both our careers, was not made in a vacuum. It stemmed from real tensions, creative disagreements, and high-stakes decision-making behind the scenes. Understanding these conflicts sheds light on how a global phenomenon like Squid Game, the challenge, can teeter between groundbreaking success and potential disaster. From the outset, the production was ambitious, even by Netflix standards. Adapting a fictional series renowned for its extreme and deadly narrative into a reality format required meticulous planning. Producers were tasked with replicating the tension and suspense of the original Squid Game while ensuring participants' safety. This involved designing challenges that were physically demanding, psychologically stimulating, and visually striking. However, differences in creative vision emerged almost immediately among the production team. Some producers pushed for challenges that closely mirrored the original series' intensity, believing that authenticity was key to capturing audience attention. Others advocated for moderation, emphasizing the ethical responsibility of the show and the safety and well-being of the contestants. These divergent priorities created friction at every stage, from challenge design to editing decisions and narrative direction. According to insiders, disagreements over the depiction of high-stakes moments were particularly contentious. Certain producers wanted to emphasize the competitive brutality of the games, adding suspenseful camera angles, ominous music, and dramatic editing to heighten tension. Others argued that such approaches could exaggerate danger, potentially misleading audiences or creating unnecessary stress for participants. These conflicts occasionally escalated into heated debates during production meetings, with decisions sometimes being reversed at the last minute, adding logistical challenges for staff and contestants alike. Complicating matters further, the show's global profile intensified the pressure. With millions of viewers and media outlets monitoring every update, production missteps could result in public criticism or reputational damage. The producers were acutely aware that any mismanagement might not only jeopardize the show's success but also their own careers. The statement about career destruction reflects the magnitude of responsibility they carried, managing high-profile talent, safeguarding participant welfare, and meeting Netflix's high production standards simultaneously. Another point of tension involved the handling of contestants' psychological experiences. While challenges were designed to be safe, the reality of stress, anxiety, and interpersonal conflict among participants introduced unforeseen complications. Some producers wanted to provide more intervention and support, ensuring that contestants had access to mental health professionals and guidance. Others worried that too much interference would reduce authenticity and lessen the emotional impact for viewers. This balancing act was delicate, with no clear right or wrong approach, yet it fueled disagreements within the production team. Logistical pressures also played a role in escalating conflicts. Scheduling, location management, and resource allocation were constant challenges, especially given the elaborate set designs and complex game mechanics. Last-minute changes to challenges or set pieces, often prompted by safety concerns or creative revisions, frustrated team members and increased tension. Staff members reported long hours, high stress, and the constant need to adapt to shifting directives. These conditions, while common in high-stakes productions, compounded interpersonal friction and heightened the potential for mistakes. Contractual and financial pressures added another layer to the conflicts. With Netflix investing heavily in marketing, production, and talent, every decision had potential budgetary implications. Producers had to balance cost efficiency with creative ambition, sometimes leading to clashes over resource allocation. These financial considerations, coupled with the high visibility of the series, contributed to a fraught working environment where stakes were incredibly high. The bombshell statement also reflected broader industry dynamics. Reality competition shows are notoriously complex to manage, with multiple stakeholders, high expectations, and unpredictable human behavior. Industry insiders suggest that conflicts like those experienced on Squid Game, The Challenge, are not uncommon, but few productions of this scale have combined extreme physical and psychological challenges with a global fanbase, raising the stakes considerably. The fallout from the producer conflicts became increasingly visible as media outlets picked up on internal leaks and anonymous interviews. Reports surfaced detailing disagreements over challenge design, ethical oversight, and editing choices. Some media narratives painted the production team as divided and stressed, while others highlighted their efforts to create a groundbreaking show under extraordinary pressure. Public reaction was mixed. Some applauded the transparency, while others expressed concern about the ethical and logistical decisions made behind the scenes. Despite the challenges, the production team's efforts were largely successful in creating a compelling, suspenseful series. Viewership numbers soared, and the show became a cultural phenomenon almost overnight. Yet, the intense behind-the-scenes drama served as a reminder of the hidden costs of producing such a high-profile reality series. The statement that the conflicts could destroy both our careers reflected a real fear, not just of public backlash, but of internal failure and mismanagement. In a sense, the very success of the show was intertwined with immense personal and professional risk for those involved. The chapter also highlights the human element among producers. Beyond the creative disagreements and logistical hurdles, individuals were navigating stress, fatigue, and public scrutiny. Maintaining professionalism under such pressure required extraordinary resilience. The conflicts, while dramatic, were symptomatic of a team operating at the cutting edge of reality television, pushing boundaries creatively while attempting to manage complex ethical, logistical, and emotional challenges. In conclusion, Chapter 3 provides a detailed look at the behind-the-scenes conflicts that shape Squid Game, The Challenge. From creative disagreements to logistical pressures, ethical dilemmas, and personal stress, the production team faced immense challenges that tested both their skill and judgment. The producer's bombshell statement about the potential for career destruction now takes on a deeper meaning, reflecting the high stakes inherent in producing a global reality phenomenon. Chapter 4 will explore the public and critical response to both the series and the producer's revelation, examining how audience perception, social media reactions, and industry commentary shaped the ongoing narrative. It will also consider the potential long-term impact on the careers of both producers and participants, as well as the broader implications for reality television.